So this week we've come to the waterfront to find out all about a hilarious new show called Three's a Shroud. It runs until the 21st of October and Martin Lynch is the director. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. We're in the second day after the first preview, so we're in the day of fixing things from last night, and it's pretty busy.
Great stuff. So what was it that first attracted you to doing this play?
Well, I'd heard a lot about, it's written by Stephen Large, and I'd heard a lot about his Facebook site, Dundalk Liberation Army, or DLA, and I went on it, and it's very, very, very funny, and he's got loads of followers and stuff like that. So he had been writing to me then about doing something, and we've had loads of chats over probably an 18-month period, and he came up with this idea of the spark of a true story that he heard, and then of course he's really exaggerated it, as all comedians do, and it's a play about funeral feuds, undertaker feuds, and it just turned out very, very funny.
And does this thing really happen in real life, where these undertakers are having feuds with each other?
It was one that could have sparked out quite problematically for a couple of undertaker companies, but it was nipped in the bud early on, and that gives Stephen the idea of what if this had happened, that had happened. And yes, no, there is rivalry. There's certainly competitive rivalry, even at this moment among all the funeral undertakers. That's what we understand.
And in this particular show, it's more than just the Catholics versus the Protestant undertakers, isn't it? Well,
it starts off with the young buck on the scene, the son of a Protestant undertaker, a Protestant side of things, and he thinks because they're in a new post-conflict situation, why shouldn't he start burying Catholics? Even though since this city was founded 200 or 300 years ago, it's been one or the other. And he gets a rude awakening when the old veteran Catholic undertaker fights back. And then, while they're busy fighting each other, a young Polish undertaker arrives, Irena, and she undercuts both of them by doing all kinds of theme funerals and doing them all at half the price. So then it's a triangle of wars breaks out.
And of course you've got a great cast in this show as well, haven't you?
Yes, well we're lucky to have the veteran BJ Hogg, who's done everything from my early days at the Lyric. He was in the Interrogation of Farmer's Fogarty. Then he did all the musicals at the Arts Theatre, and then he's gone on to have this great TV and film career. He's been in The Fall, he's been in Game of Thrones, and he's actually just waiting on another big one at the moment, which would take him to South Africa. So this guy's quite busy. We're lucky to have him. He's got great comedic timing. He's given a master class to the younger actors of when to speak, when not to speak, how to punch a line. These are invaluable skills for an actor. Most actors don't have them. Right. Comedians have them in abundance, but it's a transferable skill that isn't always there.
Prods burying Catholics? That'll be the day.
Hi, my name's BJ Hogg and I'm playing Jerry McSorely in Three's a Shroud, directed by Martin Lynch. I've been in the theatre since about 1980, played all sorts of characters. I've worked with Martin a few times. In fact, the Interrogation of Ambrose Fogarty at the Lyric, I remember doing that with him. And Martin doesn't call often, but when he calls you, you know it's a good play. I started basically in the show band area way back in the 70s, and then worked my way into theatre and musical comedies usually. And I've been doing it ever since, all the way from, as I say, the early days at the Arts Theatre and musicals, right up to Game of Thrones, The Fall, The Secret. Just kept working ever since. I'm very happy to work with Martin again. As I say, he doesn't call often, but you can't refuse him.
You're a bigot, Jerry.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Matthew McElhinney. I am born and raised in the glorious city of Belfast. I'm an actor, philosopher and general Renaissance man. In my spare time I'm a snowboard instructor, and Martin has invited me back to work on this new comedy, Three's a Shroud. Me and Martin have worked together in the past. I worked on his smash hit musical Dancing Shoes about the life of George Best, which we're still trying to get to the West End. Simon Docherty is Jerry McSorely, a Catholic undertaker's new start, and his mission in life is to be a pain in Jerry's backside. But he really wants to do in life is he wants to be a rapper. His idol is Eminem, and one day he dreams of getting 1 million views on YouTube and Jerry to sponsor one of his videos. So that's a wee bit about the play. Come along, enjoy it, you'll have a great night out.
I'm Urina, from Bukowski's Interdenominational Funeral Services, in Belfast for the first time. I'll bury anyone for the right price.
My name's Neela McGowan. I am from Lisburn, the city of Lisburn, and I currently live in London. I've done a lot of work back here with actually bruisers, so this is the first time that I will play someone who is over the age of 16 years of age. Amazing. I'm playing quite a few characters, but the two main ones would be Irina Bukowski, the Polish undertaker. That's a fun accent. And Mary Jansen, the cleaner. I also get to play some of the lucky wives that get to know Basil quite well. And yeah, so Irina is the undertaker who's come in and decides to undercut everybody's prices because she'll bury anyone for the right price, which means people are going to get back at her and hilarity ensues.
Hi, I'm Shawn Blini. I'm playing Basil Gray in Three's Shroud. I'm from Downpatrick, live in London, and been working in Belfast for about 10 years now. Only this is the first year that Martin's given me a job. I've been killed off in loads of things. I've died in Game of Thrones. I've died in Halo. Sean Bean lived longer than me in the Frankenstein Chronicles. Yeah, killed me off in everything. I think I survived this. I think I do. Basil's a young Protestant undertaker who moves in on the Catholic undertaker's turf. Me and him are a lot like each other in a lot of different ways. He uses funerals and undertakers to sleep with bereaved widows. Basil reenacts great scenes from great gangster movies. He's really mad into Goodfellas, and he does all these scenes from Goodfellas with the corpses. Like, you know, what am I, funny like a clown? Funny? Well, I amuse you. I'm here to amuse you. Funny like a clown. You mess about with my wife. You mess about with my wife. So yeah, we're a lot alike. Torture. Yeah, I like that. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight.